The Golden State Warriors, even after a significant offseason addition like Jimmy Butler, are reportedly still on the hunt for upgrades to solidify their status as true championship contenders in a stacked Western Conference. One intriguing name that has surfaced as a potential target is Boston Celtics guard Derrick White, a player who could perfectly complement their existing core. The idea gained traction following comments from Logan Murdoch of The Ringer during an appearance on the Zach Lowe Show. Murdoch identified White as a player the Warriors should, and likely are, considering. The rationale stems from the unfortunate situation in Boston, with superstar Jason Tatum expected to miss the entire 2025-26 season due to a torn Achilles. There's a growing expectation around the league that Celtics president of basketball operations, Brad Stevens, will look to make cost-cutting moves and potentially retool the roster. Murdoch elaborated on White's fit. Another guy that I think you should look at for the Warriors moving forward is Derrick White. I think a guy like that is something that the Warriors are eyeing right now because the expectation in league circles is that Boston's going to have some sort of fire sale or some sort of reset. Somebody that can play defense and calm everybody down. Especially when you have a young group like that, you need to calm them down in the non-Steph Curry minutes, so that's something to figure out. Following Murdoch's insights, Warriors wire propose a potential trade package. Boston Celtics receive Gary Payton II, Buddy Hield, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and a 2027 first-round pick, lottery protected. Golden State Warriors receive Derrick White. This trade proposal is particularly noteworthy because it navigates Boston's tricky financial situation. As a second-apron luxury tax team, the Celtics face severe restrictions on aggregating salaries in trades. This means that for a deal to work, White might be the primary or even sole player heading out from Boston unless the return package allows them to duck under that punitive second apron. If the Warriors aim to keep their core Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler intact, a move for White would essentially be a consolidation of assets. Importantly, this specific trade proposal reportedly passes the test on Spotrac's trade machine, indicating its financial viability under current CBA rules. From Boston's perspective, the proposed pieces offer some appeal. Buddy Hield, a career 40% three-point shooter, would fit seamlessly into Joe Mazzulla's high-volume three-point shooting offense, providing much-needed floor spacing, especially in Tatum's absence. Tracy Jackson-Davis, a promising young big, could develop into a long-term solution in the frontcourt, potentially filling the void if veteran Al Horford decides to retire or move on. Gary Payton II offers defensive versatility. For the Golden State Warriors, acquiring Derrick White would be a dream scenario. He is widely regarded as an ideal backcourt partner for Stephen Curry. White is an elite perimeter defender, consistently makes high IQ plays on both ends of the floor, and is a reliable three-point shooter capable of hitting shots both off the catch and off the dribble. His ability to contribute significantly without needing high usage would complement Curry, Butler, and Green perfectly. However, there's a significant hurdle. Despite the potential for a Celtics fire sale, Derrick White is likely viewed as a core, almost untouchable piece by the Boston franchise, especially given his two-way impact and team-friendly contract relative to his production. Players like Drew Holiday or Kristaps Porzingis, depending on his health and contract, might be considered more realistically available by Boston if they do decide to make significant changes. If the Celtics do entertain offers for Derrick White, the Golden State Warriors should undoubtedly be among the first teams to express strong interest. He fits their needs, culture, and timeline perfectly. But for now, pry him away from Boston remains a long shot. What are your thoughts on this potential trade? Could Derrick White be the missing piece of the Warriors? And is this a realistic package? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more NBA trade analysis. The Golden State Warriors, after a disappointing exit in the Western Conference semifinals, are under pressure to make significant roster upgrades to maximize their championship window with Stephen Curry and the newly acquired Jimmy Butler. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks, led by the electrifying Jalen Brunson, are looking to add pieces that can elevate them further in the Eastern Conference. A bold trade proposal from NBA Analysis Network attempts to address the needs of both teams, potentially sending a Warriors guard to team up with Brunson in a blockbuster deal centered around Karl-Anthony Towns. The proposed trade, as outlined by Jonah Kubicek of NBA Analysis, is a significant one, New York Knicks receive Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, and a 2027 first-round pick. Golden State Warriors receive Karl-Anthony Towns. Kubicek suggests this trade, Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, and a 2027 first-round pick to the Knicks for Karl-Anthony Towns, goes all in on getting Steven. Curry won last title. The rationale is that Towns' contract aligns well with the remaining peak years of Curry and Butler, theoretically giving the Warriors a potent 3-year championship window with a formidable new Big Three. Impact on the Golden State Warriors. Acquiring Karl-Anthony Towns would undoubtedly give the Warriors a dominant offensive force in the front court, something they've arguably lacked. Towns, a former All-Star, is a proven double-double machine, capable of scoring inside and out, excelling in pick-and-pop situations, and creating his own shot. Last season, after being acquired by the Knicks in a major deal, he helped them end a 25-year drought by reaching the Eastern Conference Finals. His offensive versatility would, in theory, complement Curry and Butler exceptionally well. However, this trade would come at a steep price. Losing Draymond Green means parting with a franchise icon and their defensive anchor. Moses Moody is a young, developing wing. The Warriors would also, as Kubicek notes, likely have to mend their relationship with Jonathan Kuminga and re-sign Gary Payton II in an effort to bolster their defense around Butler after losing Moody and Green. The defensive identity of the team would undergo a massive transformation. Impact on the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, this deal would signify a shift from a star-centric approach with Towns to bolstering their depth around Jalen Brunson. They would lose Towns' individual star power, but gain multiple valuable rotation pieces. Draymond Green, despite his age, could bring veteran leadership, defensive intensity, and playmaking to their front line. Moses Moody offers wing depth and upside. The key piece for the Knicks' backcourt in this scenario is Buddy Hield. While Hield's tenure with the Warriors was marked by frustrating inconsistency, sometimes looking like an ideal Klay Thompson replacement, other times like a below-average perimeter player, his elite shooting potential could be a valuable asset alongside a ball-dominant creator like Brunson. Hield averaged 11.1 points on 41.7% shooting, 37% from three. For the Warriors, numbers that could see an uptick with more consistent looks generated by Brunson. The Knicks will be betting that Hield's shooting prowess would flourish in their system, providing much-needed floor spacing. The rationale and risks. The driving force behind this proposal for Golden State is the perceived need for a game-changing talent like Towns, even if it means sacrificing defensive identity and key role players. Hield's inconsistent shooting. He could have hit 40% from deep if not for slumps. And the Warriors' lack of a truly dominant starting center make Towns an attractive, albeit expensive, target. For the Knicks, it's about adding quality depth and shooting. While losing Towns hurts, acquiring Green's defensive acumen and leadership, Moody's potential, and Hield's shooting can make them a deeper, more versatile team around Brunson. This is a high-risk, high-reward proposition for both franchises. Would Karl-Anthony Towns be the final piece for another Warriors dynasty run? And could Buddy Hield, Draymond Green, and Moses Moody provide the supporting cast Jalen Brunson needs to take the Knicks to the next level? What are your thoughts on this blockbuster trade proposal? Is it a win-win, or does one team come out clearly ahead? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more NBA trade analysis and off-season breakdowns.